Right, YouTube, it's Shadow King Kinazu, and as of yesterday, I have officially hit 400 subscribers. Thank you all so much for the support. I'm glad you enjoy my content, that you would all stay committed to the channel. And I promise I'm going to continue doing this, do all this stuff, and try to entertain you as best I can with video games, videos, commentary, so on and so forth. And that's not all. We also got another issue motion comic for Tales of Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, Dark Lords of the Sith. This one came early, so I finally get that one out of the way. So this is issue 13, and it's the conclusion of the Dark Lords of the Sith part of the Tales of Jedi. So we begin with Nomi Sunrider, Kay Keldroma, and other Jedi getting these ships called the Star Sabers, which are supposed to be the most advanced ship in the galaxy at this time, and they're going to use it to uh, bring back Ulig before he becomes completely committed to the dark side. But they're having technical difficulties. But they are called by the Masters, and they decide to consult with them. And knowing Sunrise and Kiko Drama tell them the Jedi Masters their plan. They're going to bring back Ulig before he becomes a full-fledged dark side user, even going so far as to being a Sith. And the Jedi Masters say, "Look, your intentions are noble, but once a Jedi goes down the dark side, it's a very difficult path to go back, and some of them don't even want to go back, and the struggle is pointless. Um, they'll have to either come back to the light side of their own accord, or just continue down the dark side and be led to a path of destruction." Uh, but Nomi Sunrider and Cade don't listen. And while that's happening, XR Kun is coming to the planet that Alima and Ulik are still on, and he's slowly making his way to them, even slaughtering Alima's servants. And then he spots the Jedi team, uh, making their attack on Alima's forces, and he's feeling like, yeah, you're basically doing my work for me, so thanks, morons. And while that's happening, uh, Ulig is still recovering after dealing with Alima. I mean, not Alima, Sadal, and uh, Alina says that manages to find the amulet that Sadal, that Sadal was carrying, and decides to give it to Ulik, feeling that currently it's being too easy, uh, turning turning Ulik to the dark side. She wants a little bit more fun with it, and feel like this is going to corrupt him. Despite the fact that she knows that Ula came here to destroy the dark side and potentially her, but she thinks she can seduce him both not to the dark side but to her romantically. Girl's gonna do what girl's gonna do. But Nomi Sunrider and Kate uh, finally confront Alima and Ulik, and Alima decides to use dark side illusions to try to fight the two Jedi. But thanks to Nomi Sunrider's battle meditation, she is able to dissolve the illusion, and Alima basically had nothing to fall back upon, and so Nomi Sunrider basically puts her in her place, and Alima has to come to Ulick for protection. Ulick and knowing Sunriders say, come back to the light. There's no good that can come from the dark side. Ulick says that I can't leave this path. I'm doing this for not just for Master Arca, who's dead now. I'm doing this for all Jedi to prove that the dark side can be defeated from within once and for all. And it just getting heated like it's some sort of flame war. And Ulick just gets angrier and starts getting more hostile. But ultimately, Nomi Sunrider gives up. It says, "I did this because I loved you, but you seem very committed to the dark side, so I'm not going to fight you on this anymore. You're on your own, Ulick. It's going to have to be your choice to come back to the light." And they decide to leave. And Ulick, we do get to see a little bit of Ulick uh, feeling some pity towards his brother and Nomi Sunrider. So he feels that they had good intentions, but he can't let them deter him from the mission. And Alima is just all pleased, especially by the fact that he Ulick chose her over his former lover, Nomi Sunrider. But unfortunately, she's not able to enjoy it because uh, XR Kun has finally arrived and decides to confront the two. Once again, Alima tries to use her illusions, but Hexar Kun puts it says, "Woman, please," and just blasts her unconscious. And XR Kun and Ilikel Drama decide to confront each other, but this time with lightsabers. And XR Kun says, "Well, you're pretty skilled, but I'm the greatest lightsaber toolist in the galaxy." Which, I mean, according to a lot of Star Wars fans who do Versus series, it does seem to hold a lot of weight. A lot of people think that in terms of saber combat, Exar Kun is undefeatable, especially when he gets his. We'll get to that later. Um, but it seems that Ulick and Exar Kun are currently evenly matched, especially when they're being amped up by their Sith artifacts. And then suddenly they are visited by the presence of the ancient Sith, most notably Marco Ragnos, the one of the great Dark Lords of the Sith, the greatest Dark Lord of the Golden Age of the Sith Empire. Not to be confused with the Sith Empire led by Vitiate slash Valkorian slash Tenebrae, or the Galactic Sith Empire led by, Darth Sidious. This is still thousands of years in the past. And Marco Ragnos pretty much announces himself, says that because you two have found the Sith artifacts, you basically have chosen the dark side, and the dark side has chosen you, and you have been fully decreed Sith. And he names Exar Kun Dark Lord of the Sith and Ulick Qel-Droma to be his apprentice. Apparently, his first of many apprentice. Really should really need to knock on wood there, Exar Kun, because you having multiple apprentices as a Sith, bad idea. Go with the rule of two. Just only have one apprentice. And this then Exar Kun and Ulick Qel-Droma are realizing the whole situation and feeling the power of the dark side coursing through them. They revel in this and even have a even have a bro handshake moment. Uh, Kind of like when Arnold Schwarzenegger and the other guy whose name I can't remember from Predator, kind of that thing. Yeah, that's it. Did the exact same thing, just reveling this. And Alima wakes up and just realizes, that, oh boy, I'm in big trouble. And that is pretty much the end of the issue. All in all, I said this was really good. It's especially with it ending on a rather tragic note or dark note, which is fitting because this is called the Dark Lords of the Sith arc of Tales of the Jedi. And we get to see Ulick's his official descent to the dark side. uh, Exar Kun becoming a Dark Lord of the Sith, Alima's declining fall in power, Nomi's Sunrider finally having to accept that Ulick is down a path that may have no return. Which again, a lot of the Jedi back then didn't think that it was possible for someone to be redeemed once they became a Sith, and they would hold that belief until like Luke Skywalker would redeem Darth Vader, and he becomes Anakin Skywalker during his final moments. And I bet a lot of those Jedi are maybe thinking, man, we should have really tried harder with our apprentices and tried to return them back to the light. But yeah, those were pretty much all the highlights, and I felt this was pretty good stuff. So join me next month, I believe. We should have another issue of Tales of the Jedi to look forward to. What did you guys think? Did you like it? Were there some things you didn't like? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll catch you mortals later.